Hi friends, in this class, today we are going to discuss about the successive division, which is another important topic that is related to number system. Successive division completely depends upon the basic concept of division. So I start with basic concept of division. After this small concept, we will start with successive division. Let's start with the example of division. Let's consider an example. Let us assume 9 is divided with 2. So 2 4s 8 and 1 will be my remainder. From this division, 4 terms comes into picture. The first one is divisor. That means which is dividing, divider, which is divided by the divisor, quotient, and finally remainder. So these are the 4 terms that comes into picture whenever division takes place. So not only these 4 terms, but there is an equation derived from this division, that is dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This looks like a very simple equation, but it plays an important role in this successive division concept. Let's check. Dividend is 9 is equal to divisor 2 into quotient 4 plus remainder 1. 2 4s 8 plus 1 9. Therefore LHS equal to RHS. With the help of this equation, we are going to solve the problems that are based on concept of successive division. Let's solve some problems for better understanding. On dividing 4150 by certain number, the quotient is 55. The remainder is 25. Then the divisor is. If you clearly observe the question, on dividing 4150, that means 4150 is divided. So 4150 is my dividend. The quotient is 55. Q is 55. The remainder is 25. So 25 is my remainder. Then what he is asking? The divisor. So just you simply use the formula. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So divisor D into 55 plus 25 dividend 4150. Just send this 25 to this side. Then it will become 4125. So 55 into D. From this, D is divisor equal to 4125 by 55. So 75 is my divisor. This is very simple question, but in examination they won't ask like this. They'll give a little bit tougher. Listen carefully. Now I am going to explain 2 important problems from which we are going to follow the same strategy because these are very tricky. I am sure if you understand these 2 problems, then definitely easily you can understand the concept of successive division. See, when a number is divided by 114, leaves the remainder 21. If the same number is divided by 19, then what is the remainder? First of all, from this question, we can easily identify that when a number is divided by 114, that means we already know that the number which is getting divided by divisor is known as dividend, and the one which is dividing the dividend is known as divisor. So here the number is divided by 114. So 114 is dividing that number. So 114 is divisor into remainder is also mentioned 21. When a number, so we don't know the number, let us consider it as n. Let's consider quotient as q. So this is our required number. That means 114q plus 21 is my required number. What he is asked in the question, if the same number is divided by 19, that means if n is divided by 19, what is the remainder? So n is divided by 19 is nothing but 114q plus 21 divided by 19. There is a trick to solve the remainder. This can be written as 114q by 19, 21 by 19. 114 can be written in terms of 19 into 6 into q divided by 19 plus 21 by 19. That means numerator is a multiple of denominator. So then the remainder of this can be treated as 0. Why the remainder is 0? Now I'll give you the explanation. Let us consider an example. 8 is divided by 2. So if we divide 8 with 2, then the quotient will be 4 and the remainder is 0. This is because 8 is a multiple of 2. 8 we can write in terms of 4 into 2. Not only 4, if in place of 4, if there is any number 3, 5, 7, let's consider in place of 4, if we consider 8, then again 2 8 16, if we divide 16 with 2, 2 8s are 16 and again the remainder is 0. See here 6q is there. So irrespective of this number, if this whole number is a multiple of denominator, then this number is exactly divisible by 19. So the remainder will be automatically 0. So what I want to say is, from now onwards, whenever we find a numerator which is a multiple of denominator, that means that numerator will be exactly divisible by denominator. We can treat that division's remainder is 0. So this is a clear observation we need to remember. So in question he is asking the remainder. So this time's remainder is 0. And 21 by 19. You can simply divide it, or you can write it as 19 by 19 plus 2 by 21. Again, numerator is 19 into 1. Numerator is a multiple of denominator. So you can neglect this. Now divide 2 with 21. So 2 is my final remainder. So the answer is 2. In order to let you know about this observation, I explained this type of problem. Let's see another problem for better understanding. A number when divided by 5, we get 3 as remainder. What will be the remainder if square of that number is divisible by 5? It is clearly mentioned that 5 is dividing that unknown number. Let us say that unknown number as n. So 5 is my divisor. So according to the formula, dividend equal to divisor into quotient q plus remainder 3. This is the number that we have. What will be the remainder if the square of that number is divisible by 5? He is asking, if the square of n is divisible by 5, then what will be the remainder? Let's calculate square of this number, n whole square, 5q plus 3 whole square, a plus b whole square. A square, that means 25q square, plus b square 9 plus 2ab, 2 3 6 6 5 30q. He is asking to divide this square with 5. So n square by 5, 25q square plus 30q plus 9 whole divided 5 equal to, this can be written as 25q square by 5, 30q by 5, 9 by 5. So this 25 can be written as 5 into 5 into q square by 5. This 30 can be written as 5 into 6 into q by 5. This 9 by 5 can be written as 5 by 5 plus 4 by 5, because if we take 1 by 5 as common, 5 plus 4 will be 9. So if you clearly observe, in this term, numerator is a multiple of denominator, 5, 5. Here also numerator is a multiple of denominator. Here also numerator is a multiple of denominator. So the remainders of these three terms will be 0, 0, 0. So 4 by 5, 5, 4, 5 0, 0. So 4. So my required remainder is 4. I hope now you understood this observation clearly. Now we are entering into the main topic, successive division. First of all, what is meant by successive? Successive means following one another, or in simple words, one after another. Let me explain this concept with a simple example. Generally, the questions asked in the successive division concept will be like this. If you observe these two questions carefully, then you will find a difference. The only difference between these two is the term successively. Okay, let's solve this. This is an ordinary division question and this is a successive division question. A number is divided by 4 and 5. Let us say that number as n. It is divided by 4 and again it is divided by 5. This is a normal general division question. Now solve for successive division question. A number is successively divided by 4 and 5. That means let us say that number as n. The number is divided by 4, and again this division is divided by 5. This is the exact meaning. Let's consider an example. Let us consider that n is 20. So 20 by 4 gives me 5 and 20 by 5 gives me 4. Whereas here 20 by 4 gives me 5. This is a quotient, and again that 5 is divided by 5. So 1 is my answer. This is the main difference between normal division and successive division. One after other we are dividing in the successive division. So whenever you see the term successive in the question in the examination, you can solve that question in a successive method only. Otherwise you can solve that in normal division question. So many will do a common mistake here. That's why I am explaining. Let's see another question. Find the remainder when 3947 is successively divided by 2543. That means this 3947 is divided successively. That means first it is divided by 2, then it is divided by 5, then it is divided by 4, and then at last it is divided by 3. 2 ones 2, 19, 2 ones 18, 2 sevens are 14, 2 threes are 6. 1 is my remainder. Now divide this 1973 with 5. 5 3 is 15, 5 9 is 45, 3 5 4 is 20, so 3 is the remainder. And again dividing this 394 with 4. 4 9s are 36, 4 8s are 32, so 2 is my remainder. Finally dividing this 98 with 3. 3 3s, 3 2 6, 2 is my remainder. So find the remainder. So final remainders are 1, 3, 2 and 2. That means when we are dividing successively with 2, 5, 4 and 3, the required remainders are 1, 3, 2 and 2. Let's solve a question where we are going to use the shortcut so that for any model of successive division based question, we can solve in less than 30 seconds. Please read this question. A number is successively divided by 4 and 5, leaves remainders 1 and 2 respectively. What is the number? See, in every type of successive division problem, our main agenda is to find the number. Here number is dividend. Why I am calling it as dividend? Because a number is successively divided by these divisors. It is dividing by divisors. So we need to find the number which is nothing but dividend. In other models also, our main agenda is to find out the dividend. But in addition to that, he might ask what is the remainder if the dividend is divided by some x, or in some cases he might ask what is the second least number from that number, or in some cases what is the largest 3-digit number. Like that he might ask. But for any model, finding the dividend is same. Let's try to understand the question. He said that if a number is divided by 4, I am dividing this number with 4, so leaves remainders 1. So for this division the remainder will be 1. This is not minus hyphen. I am mentioning this remainder for this division, and again it is successive division now, so this quotient need to be divided by 5. First it is divided by 4 and then it is again the result is divided by 5. So when divided by 5 it leaves a remainder 2. Don't confuse, this is same as let's consider 20. 4 5 is 20, the remainder is 0. Again I am dividing with 5. 5 ones are 5, the remainder is 0. See, this is divisor, this is dividend, this is quotient, and this is remainder. Okay, this is same as this, so please don't confuse. So we need to find this number. Let's consider this quotient as x. Always start from down because we can calculate from down and finally we can find this number. So this is quotient and this is divisor, this is remainder. We need to find the dividend. We have a formula, dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So 5 into x plus remainder, here my remainder is 2. So 5x plus 2 will be the value here. And again this is the divisor and this is the dividend and this is the remainder, same. 4 5 is 20x plus 4 2 is 8 and plus my remainder plus 1. So 8 plus 1, 9. So this is my number. Therefore the number is 20x plus 9, and the exact value of this number depends upon this x, and again this x depends upon the given condition. Here there is no condition, so this is my required number. This is a normal method. From now I'm not going to use this normal method to find n. So many people will do a mistake here by calculating each and every step, and sometimes they might give 4, 5 and 6 also, 3 divisors and 3 remainders, so that the calculation becomes even more difficult. So in that case there is a chance of doing mistake. Now I'll explain a shortcut with which we can find out this number in less than 15 seconds. Here comes the shortcut. In every successive division question, there will be 2, 3 or 4 divisors and 2, 3 or 4 remainders. So first of all, write divisors in a row. Let us say that those divisors as A, B, C and D. Now write remainders in a row. E, F, G, H. Be careful while writing these divisors and remainders. Why? Because in some questions he'll mention remainders first and then divisors next. So please write divisors in a row first. Then next write remainders in a row. Now first of all, in order to find n, multiply all the divisors with some unknown x. That means A into B into C into D with some unknown x. Plus, and for this term you need to mark like this. Start from here and go in a cross way, and again in this way, and now go from here, cross way and vertical way, cross way and vertical way. So what you will do is, whenever you go in a cross manner, just multiply this with this. Multiply H into C. And whenever you go in a straight manner, add this multiplication to this. This is the multiplication, and add this to this. And again we are going with this whole sum. Now we are starting from here to here. And again whenever we are going in a cross way, just multiply this with this. So we are multiplying it with B. And again we are going in a vertical manner. So add the result what we obtained here to this F. So plus F. And again we are starting from here and going in a cross way. So multiply with A. So multiplying, so this result into A. Again we are going in a vertical way. So add E to here. So we added E to the whole result, and this is my number. While writing the formula, this looks like a complex one, but when we use this shortcut method by taking values, then we can get the number in less than 15 seconds. Let's come back to our question. Apply the same shortcut here. First, write all the divisors in a row. Here the divisors are 4 and 5. So I am writing the divisors in a row. Then write remainders in a row. Next row. Same. In order to find n, multiply these two divisors with an unknown x. That means 4 into 5 into x, plus starting from here we are going in a cross manner, so we need to multiply 2 into 4 8, and again we'll go in a vertical manner, so add 1 to that result. That means 8 plus 2 into 4 8 plus 1. This is 20x plus 9. If you compare this n with our previous value which we obtained through the normal method, these both are same. In a less time we can calculate the value of n by using this shortcut method. This will save a lot of time in examination. So this is the benefit of shortcut. Let's solve another question. After the division of a number successively by 3, 4, 7, the remainders obtained are 2, 1, 4. What is the remainder if the same number is divided by 84? Here also the remainders are given and the divisors are also given. By default we need to find the number. After the division of a number means we need to find the number. Here also the number is unknown. As I said earlier, this is our agenda and this is common for every successive division problem. In addition to that, an extension that is given to us is, what is the remainder if the same number is divided by 84? That means we need to find the number and we need to divide it with 84. So I am no more going to solve this question by using normal method. The main purpose of explaining the normal method is to let you understand the concept of successive division. That's it. I am going to use the shortcut. So what we'll do in shortcut, just write all the divisors in a row. Here the divisors are 3, 4 and 7. Write remainders in the next row. See, irrespective of the number of divisors and remainders, there may be 2 divisors or 2 remainders. The shortcut is same and the method is also same. 2, 1, 4. So apply the shortcut. Start from here. These 3 should be multiplied with an unknown. 3 into 4 into 7 into x plus. Start from here. 4 into 4 because we are going in a cross. So 4 into 4. We are going this side. So add 1 to it. Plus add 1. So plus 1. This. Now we are again going with this result in a cross way. So multiply this with 3 into 3. Again we are going with the result in a straight way. So add 2 to it. So plus 2. 3 4s are 12 and 12 into 7 84x plus 4 4 16 16 plus 1 17 17 into 3 3 7s are 21 3 1s 51 plus 2 53. This is our required number. And one more point is we call it as general form. Why? Because the exact value depends upon the value of x, whether it may be 0, whether it may be 1, whether it may be 2 or anything. It depends upon the value of x. So this equation is known as general form. So this is the number we have. Now solve for the remaining question. He asked, what is the remainder if the same number is divided by 84? Let's divide this one with 84. So 84x plus 53 whole divided by 84. This can be written as 84 into x by 84 plus 53 by 84. So at the beginning of this video, I explained the concept of division. So from that, we have observed an observation. Whenever a numerator is a multiple of denominator, its remainder can be treated as 0. Okay. Now divide with 84. 0, 0, 53 is my remainder. So my final remainder is 53. The remainder if the same number is divided by 84 is 53. So in this way we will solve the successive division problems. Let's solve for one more question. After the division of a number successively by 4, 5, 6, the remainders obtained are 2, 3, 4. The least such number is. See, here also after the division of a number, but he never give the number that is dividend in successive division type questions. Anyhow, we will find the n by using the shortcut. The least such number is. He is asking the least such number is. Okay, first of all, try to find the n. So again using the shortcut. Writing all the divisors in a row 4, 5 and 6 and remainders in a row 2, 3, 4. Try to solve faster. Multiply these 3. 4, 5, 20, 26 are 120x. Plus starting from here 4 5 20 20 plus 3 23 23 into 4 92 92 plus 2 94. See how fast we got the number n by using the shortcut. Now in question, what is the extension he gave? The least such number is. I already said the exact value of n depends upon the value of x. He's asking the least. So always in whole numbers the number start with 0. He's asking the least. So put x equal to 0. So what we will get? 120 into 0, 0, 94. Just verify the answers. Here nowhere 94 is there. So go for next one. So put x equal to 1. So 120 into 1 plus 94. What we are getting? 214. Just verify. Yes, 214 is there. In this way, we will solve the questions in the examination. Sometimes he might give the second least such number is. So after 0, what is the second least? 1 is the second least. Sometimes he will give third least, so that we need to solve in this manner. And sometimes instead of the least such number is, he might give what is the largest 3-digit such number is. That means the largest 3-digit number is 999. If we add 1 to it, it will become 1000. So this will be again 4-digit number. So we need to prefer 999. So the number n must be less than or equal to 999. This is what he is asking. So we need to find the exact value of n is equal to 120x plus 94, which is less than or equal to 999. So generally what we will do, we will find out the value by keeping 0, 1, 2, 3 in place of x. So that's again time taking. So what you will do is just divide this 999 with 120. 999. So 128s are 960. 70, 80, 90, 39. So 39 is the remainder. Just keep 8 in this place. So 120 into 8 plus 94. What we are getting? 960 plus 94. Again it is greater than 999. So this doesn't satisfy. Then what you will do? Just reduce this value by 1. That means go for 7. 120 into 7. 840 plus 94 is equal to 934. This is less than or equal to 999. So what is the largest 3-digit such number is? 934 is the 3-digit largest number from this general form. So this is how we will solve problems in successive division. In case if in the question, what is the remainder when the largest 3-digit such number is divided by some 6 or some x, any value, then what you will do is, we already found the largest 3-digit such number, that is 934. Just divide this with x. Just divide this with x and find out the remainder. That's it. When a number is divided by 3, 4 and 7, the remainders are 1, 3 and 2. What are the remainders if the number is divided by reversing the order? That means we must find the number n, which is in a general form, and we need to divide it by reversing the order. That means initially it was divided by 3, 4 and 7. Now it is divided by 7, 4 and 3. That is nothing but reversing the order. Okay, let's find the n. Try to solve it faster. I wrote divisors in a row and remainders in second row. As usually, multiply 3 into 4 into 7 into x. This is start from here. 2 into 4 plus 3, 8 plus 3, 11. Again 11 into 3, 33, 33 plus 34. 3 4s are 12. 84x plus 34. This is my general form of number. Now he is asking what are the remainders if the number is divided by reversing the order. Don't confuse. Initially we are dividing this number with 3, 4 and 7. Now we need to divide it with 7, 4 and 3. You will get a common doubt. Here n is not a direct value. Its value depends on x. So we need to divide this value with 7, 4 and 3 and we need to find out the remainders. For this type of problem, there are two ways of solving. The first method is we need to consider a value, any value of x, and we need to divide it with the divisors. The second method is polynomial division. Okay, first of all, we will see the first method. Okay, let's consider any value of x. Let us say x equal to 1, because by keeping 1 only, we can solve in the easiest way. 84 into 1 plus 34, 8. So 118 is my n. So divide 118 with reversing the order. That means first of all I need to successively divide it with 7 and then by 4 and then by 3. So if I divide 118 with 7, plus 7, 6 is my remainder. Now divide this with 4. 4 4 16, 0 is my remainder. 3 1 3, 1 is my remainder. So these are my required remainders. That means 6 0 1 are my required remainders. In place of x, not only 1, you can consider any value. Okay, let us take another value. Let us say 2 for simple solving. If I consider 2, 84 into 2 plus 34. 2 4 8, 2 8 16 plus 34. 202. Divide 202 with 7 4 and 3. 7 2 is 14, 62. 7 8 is 56. 6 is my remainder. 4 7s are 28. 0 is my remainder. 3 2s are 6. 1 is my remainder. See, if you observe clearly, the remainders obtained in both the cases are same. So, in this case of problem, that means finding remainders when the order is reversed, we can assume any value. Whatever the value of x, the remainders won't change. This is one of the main observation we need to learn. And this is one way of solving. Another way of solving is polynomial division method. Those who knows polynomial division will solve it easier. First of all, dividing it with 7. 7 12x 84 plus 7 4s 28. So 34 minus 28. 6 is my remainder. For this division, divide it with 4. Now divide it with 4. 4 3x is 12x plus 4 1s 4. So 0 is my remainder. Now finally divide with 3. 3 1x 3x and 3 0 0 and 1 is my remainder. So my final remainders are 6 0 1. So these are the remainders when I divide the number by reversing the order. Look at this question. Find the smallest number which leaves remainder 3 5 7 when divided by 11 13 and 15. Try to solve this. What is the first step you need to do before solving a question? You need to check whether it is a successive division question or any other question. Is this a successive division question? No, right? Why? Because in the question, the word successive is not mentioned. So how it will be a successive division question? So please be careful while solving the problems. This is not a successive division question. Here the smallest number refers to LCM, least common multiple. So that's another concept I want to explain you later. So please be careful while solving the problems. Till now I have covered almost every model that is related to successive division, and the time management that depends upon your practice. And please try to solve these two questions and comment the answers in the comment section. Definitely I'll leave a reply. I'll be very happy even if I get a single comment with answer in the comment section. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe, share and like. Thank you.